Welcome back, Wanderers. Dave, the Tabletop Wanderer here, and today, yes, we are back in the car. We are doing a bit more of our travel kit campaign sort of thing right here. And so last episode, we met our characters, and we also we rolled up our quest. I had already a H right there, but I decided to, I'll put the home circle / hex right here. But now we need to find out where our quest is. And so what I usually do when I do have a hex map is I roll a d6, and we start like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go around clockwise and to see which way the quest is. So we are here at Clouded Frostbite, and we're going to roll for the location of our quest. Okay, so let me just grab this right here so you can all see. We have our little dice thingamajig right here, and my little travel kit, which has this little part here, which I use as a dice tray. So let's see, we'll roll a d6 and see how this goes then. 5. Okay, so if we imagine this was a hex map, we'd start here, so we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, no, so there will be 6. So there'll be 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to say we're going this way here. We're going this way there. Okay, but now we need to see how far away it is. We already know the direction. Now we need to see how far away it is. So let's grab this once again, and let's roll. So this will tell us how many hexes we have to go to get to the place we want to go. Oh, that is not good. 1. Well, that's pretty lame. Yeah, I'm not going to do 1. I'll say that it has to be over 3. Okay, 3 or higher. Okay, 4. Okay, I'll do that. Because if it was just 1, it'd be like really lame, because we'd go out and we'll be right there and nothing would probably happen. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to write down here, we got 4 hexes until we get to our quest. Okay, and that will be right here. I'll put a Q in there. I could probably do this a little bit better. Let me just do this then. I'll write Q is here, and that is right there. So we have 4 hexes until we get to where we think is the quest, where our our enemy. Okay, so we need to get some more information. We know we have an enemy, we have to deliver something. We know our opposition is soldiers, but it is a rumor. So what I'm going to say is Kazel, Elkifasa, and Lagwal, they're in the Clouded Frostbite. Okay, they're in Clouded Frostbite. And they're walking through the streets, and all of a sudden, they hear this thing, a little whisper sort of thing, and what they heard was, yes, and the reward is a secret of some sort. And let's see who we have. We've got, I know one of our members is a thief. I just can't remember who. I think it was the dwarf. Yes, Elkifasa. Elkifasa is a thief, and he's got sharp hearing. Let's see. Does he manage to hear that? So I'm going to grab my little pouch of dice, right, and if you haven't seen my other video where I showed my upgraded or updated actually travel kit, I have these little, these mini dice. Oh, everything's rolling around. I have these mini dice right here, right? I got all these mini dice. I got a couple of D6s in there also. But yeah, I got these mini dice that we can use as, you know, to play. So I'm just going to grab a D20 off of this. Let me see, where is it? Right here. We grab this one right here. And I'll throw these all back into the pouch. Okay. Now, we need to roll let's see, his wisdom is 9, intelligence is 6. So yeah, Dex 10, charisma. Let's do the charisma, okay? So he'll need to roll 12 or higher, because I think that's how I'm not really sure, because I am new at all of this, but I want to do ascending. So I'm thinking that if I'm not mistaken, and let me know in the comments if I am mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I'll have to roll 12 or higher to be able to you know, do what I want. Which in this case is Elkifasa was able to hear that whisper. So 12 or higher. Let's see how this goes. Let me just throw that right here, and he got a 3. So no, he did not hear that. Okay. But let's try. We did what? Charisma. Okay. I'm going to say this. Elkifasa did not hear that. Did not hear the whisper. So they continued their way, and they went into a tavern. There was a tavern just at the end of the street. They got into a tavern, and they sat down at a table. And as they sat down, this thick lady comes up, says, "Good afternoon, travellers. So you all here for the job?" And our three companions just look at themselves, look at each other, and say, "Job? What job?" She says, "Well, rumor has it that let's say the captain, yes, the captain of the, let's see, we need a faction. Oh yeah, we need a faction. We need a faction that we can set up the enemy for. And we're going to name this faction the Black Ice." No. The Black Ice? Yeah, we'll just stay with the Black Ice, yes. The faction's called the Black Ice. And the Black Ice are sort of a rebel sort of thing. They're going against the government, the powers of Darwin, which are all based in Alnor, and they have spread out all over the place. And so they're a sort of a renegade militia group against the powers of Alnor, of Darwin. And there is a captain there. Now, we need to know who that captain is. And if I'm not mistaken, I do have a sort of little name generator here. Let me see. Pay the price. Yeah. I don't know if there is one, but I probably do. I've got Juice right here, but Juice does not have anything that I can see as a name generator. And you know what? I just made a video on apps which I use when I don't have anything on hand, but I forgot to bring my tablet today. So yeah, we just have to see if there's anything around here that we can use. The solo gaming sheets have anything? Yes, it does. Yes, we do. We have right here some names. Now, what we need to know is we need a D6. I had one right here. Just keep that there. Let me just grab a D6. And we're going to say 1, 2, 3. The captain is a female. 4, 5, 6. The captain is male. Let's go. 1. It is a female. Now, we got 1, 2, 3 right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on those columns there. 6. So we're going to roll on this last column here to see the name of our captain. 5. Nus. Captain Nus of the Black Ice. So, the enemy is Captain Nus. Captain Nus of the Black Ice. And she turns to our heroes and says, well, rumor has it that Captain Nus is hiding out in a castle not very far from here. And she's been held there by some of Clouded Frostwhite's men. But they're having trouble bringing her back here to Frostwhite in order to then escort her to Alnor for judgment. For trial. So the militia, well, not the militia, the general here at Frostwhite, he has offered a reward for anyone who can go to the castle and bring back Captain Nus for her to stand trial. And our three heroes, they look at each other and they say, well, that sounds quite interesting. Yeah, why don't we go and check out a bit more of this and see if we can go and find ourselves a captain. And so that's what they did. They went out and they got all set up, all the provisions and everything. They got information from the general on where Captain Nus is, which is at the castle 4 hexes away. And they made their way to the castle. And this is where we come into this here. The solo gaming sheet. There is a little rules on how to use this, okay? And I made it into a little book also, which has also a sort of, it says how to do character creation, so on and so forth, playing the game. And then there is, if I'm not mistaken, there should be right here a procedure of play. So we're going to walk into a new hex terrain. And what I usually do is I'll go, we know that's 4 hexes right here. And on the first hex, and I start using Roman numerals more or less. The first hex right here. It says here, enter a new hex, roll terrain, roll weather, roll explore die, and follow the prompts on the tables. I am not going to roll on terrain because we're going to say we are in the frost area of stuff. So we could see, let's see, we're saying we're in the grasslands. We're in grasslands, okay? We will roll on terrain, however, just to see if we continue with grasslands or not. So right here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 to 4, it's the same terrain. Yes, we are still in the grasslands. However, it is really snowy and cold. Now, roll the explore die. We go in here on the explore die. Let's see. A 4. And 4 says it is a discovery. Now, we roll on the discovery table. 5. Evidence. We have found some evidence. Now, we have found some evidence of something that has happened around here. And I'm going to say what we have found the evidence of is a group of soldiers making their way to the castle. So we don't know if these soldiers are friendly. They could be soldiers of Darwin or Frostwhite. Evidence of a group of soldiers heading towards the castle. So they're going the same way we are. So we're assuming that they're going to the castle. So that's the evidence we found. We found evidence of a group of soldiers heading towards the castle. Now, what do we do next? We've done this explore die. We have followed the prompts. We have responded to play. Now we take notes. And now we repeat. Okay, it says here, if discovery, then roll on that table. We did. Use the details on the things. Use solo engineer. Okay. So, let's do this. Did we find evidence of this group of soldiers being friendly? There is an oracle in here somewhere. Oracle right here. Got right here. Oracle. So, did we? The evidence we found, was it evidence of friendly soldiers? 1. An extreme no. So, our heroes, they found this evidence of this group of soldiers, but they found a piece of cloth. They found a piece of cloth, yes, a piece of cloth with the militia's insignia, with the black ice insignia. It was just a little bit, just a little fraction of thing, but they could see that it was the black ice insignia. Okay, so, and they looked at each other and they said, whoa, apparently these soldiers, they're probably helping out the Captain Nus. So we have to be careful. We have to be real careful, because we know we're not alone now. And they continued their way forward. But that will have to be for the next episode, because my lunch break is over. No, bad lunch break. Small lunch break. Yeah, I've only got basically an hour to eat and do whatever I want. But yeah, we've got that done, and we've done a bit more on with our travel kit. Just close all this up right now. And thank you all for watching. Hope you all did enjoy this little lunch session. And I'll see you all on the next episode. Thank you once again all for subscribing. Thank you to my members. And yeah, I'll see you on my next lunch break. Bye-bye.